Hey, hi. Thank you for watching my channel today. So today I'm gonna to show you how to install two Tomcat server in a single Ubuntu machine. So we will do this activity today. Okay, so without delay, let's start it. So before I will start it, just I would like to say, if you guys are really interested or you like my video, or if you have any suggestions for me, can comment me, or you can join our community, or can ask your questions over there, and we will be replying to your query. So let's start today. And today I will tell you how to install two Tomcat server in a single Ubuntu machine. Okay, so let's go and record the steps here. So before that, let me open my uh, Google Chrome browser here, and let me try the Tomcat. If you type Apache Tomcat or anything is fine here. So let's click on the download, and so it'll tell you just which one. Let me take the Tomcat 9. Okay, and if here you can see there are a number of binary distributions are there. So in for, as you can see, I'm using Ubuntu machine. Let me open the terminal here and the root login. Right, so I just want to install the cheap one. So let me copy this, copy the link address, open my terminal. So first, before you start installation, go to the Apache Tomcat official site, select your version here, copy the zip file or depend upon your tab. Windows, if you're using Windows, you can select 64 or 32-bit, or you can use tar file or zip file. Anything is fine for you. So now let's do one thing. Let me go back to my opt folder. So I'm there in my opt folder now. So let me, okay, so I want to download the C file. So how can I do that? So duplicate command we can use and paste the link what we have copied and click enter. So this particular command will download. It'll connect to the Apache Tomcat site, then it will start downloading your Apache Tomcat 9.0.5 version here. And you can see here, like our command is downloading the Apache Tomcat server here. So let's wait until it download. And yeah, I do have a better internet connection, so you want to take a lot of time. And yeah, so BBR completed here some around nearby 50%. So let it download. So after the download, so what we can do, then there are so many things we need to follow here. So what steps we need to follow, what we need to do here. So a lot of things we need to do here. Okay, so once it is install or download, we need to unzip it, and we need to see that what are they are inside that particular folder. So let's wait to download. And yes, we can see here they have successfully downloaded Apache Tomcat 9.0.50 zip file. So let me unzip it, and and I can see here the unzip command what I type it's incorrect. So let me type unzip, and the file name what I've typed here, click on enter, and I can see same has been extracted here. So sometimes you'll get error like unzip command not found. So you can use a command sudo apt-get and install unzip to install the unzip here. So I'm successfully extracted the version Apache Tomcat. So let me go inside that folder and see what I'm there. So if I'll go inside, let me clear the screen. If I do a list command here, I can see number of folders inside this particular file, but this particular directory looks it looks very long name. So let me rename it. So the renaming the file in Linux, we have to use md command. So Apache, and I'll say Tomcat1. So now if I'll do alias, and you can see that Apache Tomcat 9.0.50 directory has been changed to Tomcat1. So now let's go to cd Tomcat1, and inside we'll see the same folders here. So in this particular directory, we do have number of files here, but I will say some important files which we need basically while we're working on the Tomcat server, especially we'll work on the um, when we'll work on the DevOps or any kind of web deployment. So especially for the deployment, we need the maximum folder is called bin, config, and web apps. These three are very much important here. So let me first go to the bin, and I can see a lot of files are there, but start from bat and SSH. So if you see there is a file .ssh or .bash, that means these are the script file. So .bash file is basically for the Windows, and .ssh file is basically for the Unix, Linux, whatever it is. So let me give a execute permission to all the files, whatever is there. So chmod change mode. I'm just adding execute permission and for all. So let's give star and enter. And if I do ls here, I can see the color has been changed. Or if I give the ll here, and you can see I have added the execute permission here. That is called X. So all file has been, we have given permission, execute permission to all the files here. So let me create the screen now. I've done with the main folder. Let's come back. And now let's go to the config folder. So here we do have very much important one is server.xml file and Tomcat users XML file. So this two is very much important. So before first, let me go to the server XML file. So for me, I love nano editor. So server.xml, and here I can see, okay, figure the connector. You can see this particular Tomcat server is using the port number 8080. But in my machine, if I go and I will open my Sunkeens localhost.8080, and I can see my 8080 port number has been allocated to Sunkeens. So I can keep the same port number to Tomcat server. So what I can do it here, I can change the port number here. So instead of 8080, I'll give a port number called 8081. Anything you can give 9091, but that port number should not be used anywhere in your machine. So I have done the port number change here, so no worries. And now what I can do, I save this file. Okay, so this looks fine for me. So up to now, what I have done it here, okay, I have installed Tomcat server, and I have given the execute permission to bin folder, whatever files are there, or what the scripts are there. I have given that to there as well. And including that, I have configured the port number inside the server.xml file for one single server. So now what I can do it here, let me create the user for the Tomcat and see how it works for that. Okay. So to do that, let me do the configuration here. If I'll go to the no, okay. Before that, go back to bin folder, and let me start the Tomcat server and see whether I'm able to access it or not. So here, if you can see, there is a option called which is called startup.ssh. If I'll click on yes, and you can see Tomcat server has been started. So you remember I given the port number 8081. So let me go here, copy this. I think it's fine for you guys. So let me change the port manager age 1 and see whether this works or not. And you can see the Tomcat server is working fine here. Okay, so 8081 port number is working fine. So if you click on the manage your app, it'll ask for the credentials. Okay, so for that, we need to check how we can give credentials here, and we can successfully log into our Tomcat server. That's very much interest for you guys. So especially that this is required when you'll work on, especially for the will do start working on DevOps particular tool. You can see this requirement there. So cool. So we have installed the Tomcat in 8081. So one server we have successfully installed and it's working fine, but of course we are not able to log in here because we need to configure that part in our another file, which is called, if I'll go to config, and here if you can see, and there is an option called tomcat-user is a file is there. So nano, let me clear the screen. Nano tomcat users.xml. And here, if you go down, you can see there is a file, there is entry here who's telling about your username, Tomcat username, the role name, and the password as well here. So let's uncomment this because I want to use this file to show you guys how we can do that. So let me uncomment it, and this one as well. Okay, so and let me also this too. I don't want it for now. Okay, cool. Let me remove this as well. Oh, sorry. Let me go back to the file and do the changes here. Cool. And the second one as well. Cool. Let me remove this file. So I have successfully removed all the files here. So now what I have to do here, the user role name, let me give, there's two roles are available here. I can give manager script, which is one role. Another role I'll give manager GUI. If you want to know more about this particular role in Tomcat, you can go to the official site and there you can see the roles are available and the description as well. But in this video, I'm not going to cover that. I will just show you how to install it and how to log in that in one single machine, how you can install two Tomcat servers. So right, so I'll give a Tomcat username as Tomcat and password I'll give same like as Tomcat. I don't want to give anything else here. Tomcat. I'm sorry. Okay, so here I do have my manager script and another role is manager's GUI, right? So I have done some configuration here as well. So now what I can do it here, let's save it. Okay, so I have saved the file. So now what I can do, let's go back to bin folder. I want to stop my Tomcat now. So there is a script over there, which is shutdown.ssh. You will click on enter and you can see your Tomcat server has been stopped. And if you go and refresh here, you can see the site cannot be reached because we have stopped the Tomcat server. And now let me restart it. So start of SSH. And you can see Tomcat server has been started here. Now go back to your browser and refresh it. And you can see your Tomcat server is up and running. Now click on manage your app give the username what he gave in the configuration file, Tomcat and give an enter. And you can see you have successfully logged into your Tomcat server. So we have done one server installation successfully. So now let's install one more Tomcat server in the same machine. So why I am installing it? Because in my in my upcoming video, I'm gonna to show you Jenkins pipeline and then config type 12 for the continuous integration, deployment, and all those things. So for that, I would need this particular server as a testing and production as well. So for now, I have installed one Apache server here successfully. So now what I can do here, let's go back to my terminal. And you remember, I have kept that Tomcat server configuration file in the opt folder. All right, so let me do one thing. So what I can do, so there is a file called Tomcat1. So let me do copy -r Tomcat1 and Tomcat2. So what I did a copy of the existing file of Tomcat1 to Tomcat2. So this particular folder, the directory is using for the Tomcat server 1, and we'll use Tomcat server 2 for the second server, right? Let's go inside of the Tomcat server 2. And I can see the same configuration files will be there. So let's do the modify. Let's go to the config. And here, let's go to the server.xml file. And you remember, here we are using the port number 8081 for the server 1. But if you want to run another Apache server, will give 8082 for the same, like you can give 8083, 8084, but make sure again, remember the same portals will not be used. Okay, it should be open or free. Okay, all right, so we have done here. And one more thing you remember, whenever you are configuring a number of servers in the same machine, there will be a conflict here. So what is that server port number? So server port number, the last machine we used 8005, and this machine will use 8006. So now let me save this file. Okay, and everything is fine here. ID, password, everything is fine here. So now what I can do, let's go back and go back to the main folder. Inside that, let me start the SSH command. I started my server 2, and you can here see Tomcat server started. So as I told you, I'm using another Tomcat server here instead of this, because 8081 server 1, 8080 server 2, give an enter, and your server will be up and running now. Yes, you can see one of your server which is running here with 8081, and here one of the server, another server which is running on 8082. If I log in with the same credentials, I think this should work, and you can see this is working fine. So I have installed 2 Tomcat server in a single machine, which is working fine for me. Okay, so as I promised, I just showed you how to install 2 Tomcat server in a single Ubuntu machine. But in that also, I just want to tell you in my upcoming video what I am going to upload here. That particular video will tell you how you can integrate Tomcat server with Jenkins and how you can do the deployment part of it there. So thank you all. Thank you for watching my video. If you do like my channel, please subscribe, like, and share it, because we want my slogan for my channel is let's learn together, let's grow together. So thank you. If you need any help in future, if you want to know something about Tree learning, you guys can join our community, Slack community, which I have already told my previous video. And you can also visit our blog site, which is T3 blog site which you can visit you guys and can see there if you need anything, or if you have any issues while you're working on this and you want support here. And let's say you commented in my video like, okay, while I'm installing Tomcat, I'm getting this error. Okay, if I'm not able to respond to your queries, you can raise a request. You can raise a request in our request portal. So I have also mentioned that in my previous video. You can raise your concerns and can create a ticket there. So our team will respond to you. So thank you again. Thank you for watching my video.